Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharp, and welcome to Wake Up Legendary. Hey, listen, as you guys come on and either live or catch the replay, drop us a comment. Let us know that there's life out there and that you guys are tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from, whether it's, you know, here in the United States, which is where we're at. We're going to find out where our guest is at, but also if you're overseas or international, I'd love to see more of the demographics of where our people are tuning in from, because I think it really shows how international our community is. I am excited this morning because, just like most mornings, we try to bring you guys sort of fresh stories, people who are doing cool and interesting things similar to what you guys are doing. And this morning, we're going to bring you, as the headline probably gave you a little bit of a clue, a unique story from a dude named Marcin. This is an ex-Hollywood filmmaker who basically left that industry to go on and choose internet marketing. But why? Why would somebody leave what in most people's minds is probably a dream career? Is probably a place where most people would aspire to go to be creative, to then come online and do this, this little internet thing. Why would somebody want to do something like that? So we're going to find out today. This is going to be interesting, and you guys are going to hear affiliate marketing and consulting from a different perspective than you may have ever heard it before. So, Marcin, what is up, my brother, and welcome to the show.
Dave, thank you so much. The big congratulations goes to you, man. Thank you so much for this amazing program, and it's an honor to be here. So appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Give us the full and correct pronunciation also of your last name.
So it's Marcin, which is Polish, and Teodoro, which is actually Greek. So my father was Greek.
Okay. Very interesting, man. Very interesting. And where are you living?
Don't ask about my middle name.
What'd you say?
I said, don't ask about my middle name, because then it gets real crazy.
All right. Where are you living right now?
So I'm in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, dude, without further ado, take us, I every time somebody, just so you guys understand, every time somebody comes on the show, we ask them about 10 questions. We just ask them to fill out a little questionnaire so sort of I can have a little bit of background on them. And I come on about a minute before we start the show, and everything is live. So I'm getting to know Marcin today, like at the same exact time that you are. One of the things that I really, I enjoyed reading your questionnaire. I'm going to ask you about a couple of interesting things, but before I do that, take us back, man, and tell us where you came from. What was this Hollywood career that you had? What was that all about? And then how did you get into it? And then why did you get out of it?
Yeah, so I mean, it's quite a few things to unpack. I'll try to kind of keep it concise, but I guess it all started where I come from. So I'm originally Polish, and I came to the US when I was 11 years old. So obviously immigrant story, and wanting to live the American dream. So the first thing to me was the biggest lights in town. And my parents were my mom was living in America, in California, in Los Angeles. So obviously landing here, growing up here, not knowing the language, sports was kind of a huge part of my upbringing, my childhood, especially basketball. And then that led me to falling in love with film. It's how I learned the language. So I think there was this like instant connection to the film business. And at a very young age, I was actually 15 when I got my first job in the film business. So school never really worked for me. I had a really hard time kind of adapting and being accepted. Mm-hmm. So I kind of looked elsewhere at a very young age when I was in high school. So terrible student, a C student, never went to college kind of story. And then, so I started working in the film business. I got a job at a radio station, kind of walked into it, and then it kind of led me down this path for the next, realistically, 19 years.
Wow.
So, I kind of was in the business till I was 30. And I did everything from obviously breaking into the business, music videos, corporate videos. I mean, every EPK you could imagine, probably hundreds and hundreds of projects that I worked on. And then the projects got bigger, worked with bigger clients, got to work with Hitachi for a few years, which was a pretty big client. And then my dream was always to make films. But 10 years went by and I still wasn't making films. I got to work on some films, but I never got to make my own film. So there was a lot of, I would say, frustration, especially being a young, kind of driven 20-year-old thinking you can rule the world, which we all do at that age. I said, I need to make a film. I need to make a film. So I started working on trying to accomplish a movie. And another 5 years went by and I couldn't get it done because obviously if you're not from the business, it's very difficult. I mean, I didn't have rich parents. I didn't have rich friends who could just be like, hey, Marcin, here's $1 million, bro. I trust you. You got this. So what I did one day was actually, it was 2009. One of my business partners at the time who would fly in from the UK, he told me, hey, I'm going to be coming in for a month. Let's do some really fun projects. And I said, this time it's going to be different. So he came into town. I picked up an iPhone. It was the first iPhone I remember that just came out. I went to the store and got it. And he shows up and I said, I have an idea. And this idea changed my life. And it was also the reason I ended up leaving the film business. So it's a bittersweet story. But essentially what ended up happening was I told him we're going to make a film like today. He's like, yeah, great. I was like, I don't care how we do it. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if it's just you and me with this iPhone. We're going to make a film. And I dropped all the work that I was doing at the time. And I basically said, let's do this. And he thought I was crazy. And so did the next person. And so did the next person. And so did the next 10 people. I had people move into my apartment. I was living in downtown LA at the time. And I had about 25 people sleeping in my loft at the time. And we ended up making a Hollywood film. And here's the crazy part. We did it in 30 days. So as crazy as the idea was, it was kind of like my entry into the film business, like the real film business, where I got to actually make a film. So long story short, ended up making that film. We ended up raising over, it was valued at over $1 million, the film. We did it all in 30 days, from writing the script to making the film to shooting the film. It was a pretty incredible story. Throughout the whole story, everybody said it was impossible. You're crazy. This will never happen. So I kind of, I guess, saw the train wreck coming. So what I did is I actually documented every part of it. And have a documentary about it, actually, that when we did it. So that was kind of what ended up happening, getting into the business. Once I got into the film business after making that movie, I got to produce a few other films, and it was never the same. I had this incredible experience of doing it. It was a community. Everybody was just doing it for the art. And once I got to the next level, things got a bit different. Being obviously a producer, director, you're responsible for a lot more stuff. There's a lot more money. There's a lot more people wanting control. It's the typical corporate story. Yeah. And I did that for another 5 years, and then things kind of just got salty, and I just got really tired, and I just wanted out. I just got burnt out, and I wanted a new opportunity. And the first job I ever got at a radio station was actually for an internet company in '98. So I mean, we're similar age, Dave. So those times.
You look younger than me, brother. I think I've got some years on my face. Damn, I'm looking at you going, this guy's 25.
Oh, no, man. Yeah, I must be the California sun, I guess.
I think so, man. The sun over there is better and different than here in Florida. Yeah. So that's really interesting. A lot of things came up. I think one most for me was the power of like a deadline and the power of accountability, because you had this team and these people, and you said, I'm going to do this. And I think that really applies to this business and all business, because a lot of people come into this community and other internet communities or businesses, and they think that, well, okay, I'm just going to kind of hang out on my own island, and that doesn't work well,
Right.
because I'm not my best coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not my best accountability partner. I'm just not. I mean, I can sell myself a line of stuff. So you created something that was essentially your most proud, you had a lot of pride around, and you did it fast. And I just find that interesting. So how take us now into the beginning of your internet marketing career, and I'm going to be curious if the beginning of your internet marketing career, first of all, how you got into it, but if you applied that same level of speed, or if you sort of kick the tires around and maybe tried to hold yourself accountable, or if you had a similar timeline as the filmmaking career, because I see there's just such a contrast here between, what you're true, and I think this is true for all of us. We have so much potential, but something often holds us back, whether it's, because you could have gone off and made that film maybe at any point in your career, but at a certain time you decided to, and you made this film and a documentary in 30 days. I mean, it's just amazing what potential we really truly have when we get in the right environment with the right people. So, and obviously you've had amazing success with your internet business, but the story is where the clues are. So take us, now let's pick up and tell us where the rest of the story will take us.
Sure. So after I left, I actually left on my 30th birthday. I made a promise to myself when I was 21. I said, when I turn 30 on my 30th birthday, if I'm not happy, I'm leaving. And it actually happened that way, which is kind of remarkable because I'm thinking back 9 years. So then I was kind of, to be honest, lost. And I went down the rabbit hole of the YouTube rabbit hole. And I mean, I tried everything and anything from, the typical MLMs to every affiliate offer you could imagine, all kinds of different stuff, day trading, Forex trading, whatever the beautiful internet has to offer. And it led me to Amazon. So the one thing about Amazon that stood out to me was it seemed like an actual business. It seemed like there was a lot more steps that can all be done fairly quickly, but it would almost give you the facade of having an actual business, which I wanted. So for me, it was very important because I just came from a, production company, and I would call a real business. And I was like, I'm not just going to start pumping offers out, which I don't know anything about. I really want to build something. Another passion of mine is dogs. So I love dogs. So while going down the rabbit hole of Amazon, I decided I wanted to go a low ticket item that I could basically get people in, that I could get at a low price, that I could put in a shoebox. That was kind of my concept. And I wanted to find something that I could actually brand and make it seem extremely valuable, that perceives value play. And I obviously learned that from the film business. Making an independent film, you want to present it as a big budget movie by the quality. So I ended up finding leather leashes for dogs. And I had, dogs at the time. I was doing little like dog training as a passion. And I was like, this could be a really fun thing. I have the dogs already to shoot the videos, to shoot the pictures. So I ended up going on Alibaba, ended up finding a manufacturer, ended up getting the leashes for like $3, and ordered my first, I think it was 10 at the time. I ordered 10 and I ordered like 4 different ones. So it was basically $100 test. They came in, I was super excited. I built the system, went into the Amazon, obviously learning the whole thing while actually getting all the creatives done and branded it. So the competitors were selling their leashes for like $7, $9, and I came out the gate at $29. Because I found this leather leash that actually was amazing. It was like braided. It was super high quality. And I put it out there, and the first day I sold one. Literally the first day I put up the listing and I sold one. I still can't believe it. It was like the most exciting thing ever, getting that first sale. And actually the first initial sale was for $7 because I hadn't changed the price yet when the listing went live. So my first official sale was $7. And then next thing, it took off. I started putting more products out there, And I always had a premium mindset when it came to products in general. And that is also accurate with your program, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, later. So started going into Amazon, really diving deep and just focused on Amazon. I wasn't trying to do every other opportunity out there. I really honed in on it. And I would say within 3 months, it was doing about 10,000 a month, which felt like a huge win to me. And I tested a lot. So going back to what you mentioned, which is like, did I use the same kind of mindset? Absolutely. I launched in that 3 month span, I launched about 40 products.
Wow.
I mean, I was every day, 16 hours a day, just finding them, ordering them, pumping them in, and trying to resell, you know.
Testing.
And 3 of them worked.
Yeah, testing. I mean, it's very similar to how we teach affiliate marketing is, I don't know how, you know, everybody in this, I want everybody in our community to know sort of our philosophy of teaching affiliate marketing. It's evolved, but we take people over and help them to launch various products in various niches and learn how to actually write ads, to kill losers, to scale winners, which is very similar to how you started in the e-commerce business. So what happened from there?
So once I grew that business to about 30,000, I honestly had like a mini panic attack. I remember I started going deep into the comment section of Amazon Seller Central. And then there was this big Amazon slap coming. So everybody was getting their accounts suspended. So similar to Google slap, now Facebook slap, Amazon had one, and it was real bad. So I had friends that had multi 7-layer businesses overnight shut down, no questions asked. So that one day, I basically couldn't sleep for a week. I had this anxiety of like, I'm going to lose this one asset that I've now built.
Right.
And so that's kind of fast forward a year. So I basically went from 0 to 30K in about a year. And then I really had to realize, okay, I need to diversify this online space. So then as I had that business and it was doing well, I didn't really have to do much. I started diving deep into consulting Amazon for sure, because obviously there was some value there. So I started helping other businesses. And then I went down the affiliate marketing route. Started going in there, and there was obviously, as we know, everything out there. Every 18-year-old and 22-year-old with courses. And I was just, again, kind of back to the beginning where I was lost. I was like, oh man, this is not going to work. So just trying everything. I got to the ClickBank game and again, launched 20, 30 different offers. Some worked, accounts got suspended, then just started going into this wild world of affiliate marketing. And then I kind of put that aside because I was like, you know what, there's nobody in the space that kind of I can relate to that I want to get behind until I found your program actually. And so I kind of put it aside and then I really focused on consulting and, but having the skill set of launching, you know, probably 100 affiliate offers all in all, everything on ClickBank on the top fucking 5 pages, excuse my language, but just really going for it. And there was some success, but it was nothing that was sustainable. I felt like I got a pop, I made $5,000 and then it was gone. And then it was like, oh man, this is not gonna work, you know? So then I started digging deep again. We actually spent like four months out of the year traveling, me and my fiance. Like one of the things that the business allowed us to do was basically get her out of her 9-to-5, which was amazing. And then she started doing online and then we started traveling. So while traveling, you're basically, you know, still running your business, but then you're always searching. So I went back to the search about, you know, a year ago. I think, yeah, I would say probably May. I think I officially joined your program in August, I think of last year or something. And I came across one of your videos. I think somebody in another Facebook group mentioned your program. First thing I saw was your face. And I got to be honest, I was like, what? This is the dude, right? So, and then I started looking at your content and I really enjoyed it. It felt authentic to me. It felt like we kind of have a similar story of our, you know, of our upbringings. I watched all your videos and I was honestly inspired. And I joined the 15-day. And then within the first 2 days, I was like, this is it. Because I was actually wanting to launch my own program. So I was actually in the process of building one. And then I came across yours. I was like, I'm not touching this. This is way, way better than anything I could ever create. And once I got on the phone with a representative and they really were super helpful, started consuming more content, got involved in the group, and then I haven't looked back. And I'm super, super happy to be a part of it. So thank you for everything you've done.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate the words. That stuck out to me. You said nothing in your what's important to you, what's your why in your questionnaire we sent out to you before. You said, I really love helping others get started online. The thrill of day one concept to execution and launching something still gives me chills, especially when it's someone new and it's their first project, whether that's creating a product or launching your first affiliate offer. It's so exciting. This is 100% the reason I started promoting LM. Nothing else came close. So, you and I are a lot alike. I'm blessed to be able to take on average 50 to 100 people every 2 weeks. Matt Hetzel and I, our CMO, get on a decade in a day training, and we work 8 hours with brand new business blueprint clients and help them launch their very first affiliate offer. And it's doing exactly what obviously you're an affiliate, you're promoting, your story is valuable because you have this amazing entrepreneur journey experience, but you're out there promoting and you're doing affiliate marketing, sending customers our way. And those customers, I'm having that experience, that privilege every couple of weeks to help those people to launch their first affiliate offer and understand. I get more excited every week. I think that's for whatever reason, I have never tired of this industry. I've never tired of this business because I know that this business, in doing this, the money that somebody makes in their first 30 days or whatever is only the tip of the iceberg. It's only the tip of the iceberg. I mean, people go on and they revolutionize and transform their entire way of viewing the world, their entire way of how of making money, of existence, man. You know what I mean? Like when I came into this industry, I was 24, just got off a crippling drug addiction, homelessness, addiction, struggle, and I had felonies from various different drug related DUIs and fleeing and eluding. I was out running from the cops, ducking and dodging. I was just an addict, a junkie. I had a heroin addiction, so I had no future, man. I mean, I would never have gotten a real job. I mean, so in a sense, I was sort of forced into entrepreneurship, which is kind of interesting, right? It's funny how the American system works in terms of making basically holding people's past against them. They almost force people like us into leadership roles, and then we end up transforming other people's lives who are just following the rules.
Sure.
So it's kind of fascinating. What's working for you right now when you talked about sort of consulting and affiliate marketing reimagined and so forth? Talk about what's working for you right now and what's next for you.
I would say there's kind of two parts. So I kind of mentioned both, which is consulting and affiliate marketing. So I'll start with the affiliate marketing side of it. TikTok was actually a huge reason why I started promoting the program. I spent a couple months on the platform and I realized there was a lot of younger demo. It was a very young demo. So knowing myself and being at the stage I was at, I felt like it was a bit over the top of what I was kind of training on. The consulting I was doing, it was already people that had businesses, established businesses that really wanted to scale. And I felt like I started putting out some videos, but it just didn't resonate. And then I was like, what about Legendary? Let's try this. And I really broke it down to the beginning of that excitement of launching my first business, getting that first sale. Oh, just got the chills. Look. And it instantly resonated with the TikTok community, and then also Instagram, and also people that I spoke with once I started putting out that content. So once I started putting that out there and realizing, oh, wow, people are actually on this platform who don't have a business, who want to start a business. So I kind of broke my journey into two. So I have like this beginning, never had a business. I'm excited. I want to make my first sale with Legendary Marketer. And then I have this consulting side, which I also do a lot of partnerships on the other side of the business. So the way those two merge is essentially how I am where I am today, which was I started with affiliate marketing, which is now I'm excited because Legendary Marketer can kind of hold people up and teach them and get them in. And once you get to a certain stage, what you're then able to do is obviously offer your skill set. And this is where the consulting comes in. And this is the part that I'm super excited for anybody that's in Legendary right now. Even if you're not making any money right now, just think about what you're learning, the skills, launching these affiliate offers. Whether they suck, it doesn't matter. You're learning the process and it's muscle memory. So just keep launching, keep failing, because what will happen is one day somebody will reach out to you on Instagram and say, hey, I saw that thing you did. Can you help me with my business? And then that's your in, right? Without promoting it. I never once promoted any of my consulting stuff because I just felt it was not, why would I help somebody with their business when I'm still trying to figure out mine? But
yeah,
then
you were undervaluing in way, there's no other word for it, undervaluing yourself. I just want to point that out, which everybody does, even me. We don't realize how valuable our knowledge, expertise, information is. Oh, wait, I'm not an expert, Dave. Well, if you've gone through our 15-day challenge and been in our community, got on 10 wake-up calls and listened to stories like Marcin here, you are maybe not an expert, but let's just throw that word out because people are not even looking for, they're looking for coaches or mentors who can help them get from A to C. Right. They don't even need to go A to Z. That's unrealistic. Nobody offers a full scale A to Z. We're going to run your business for you, but they say, hey, I can write email copy for you. I can help you launch your business on Amazon, or I can, right? Little things. We're living in a micro economy, not a macro economy, a micro economy to where influencers, people like you and me, can charge $500 an hour to do 4 sessions with somebody over the month and help them get an edge to avoid mistakes. So I'm sorry. I hope you didn't lose your train of thought, but you are realizing now. I want to make sure that I'm clear. Are you realizing now what your value is and how you can offer your services, or where are you currently at in terms of valuing your knowledge and your expertise in terms of consulting? Are you at all promoting that, or are you still just allowing people to reach out to you, et cetera?
Yeah. So what I ended up doing was kind of once I feel like I sharpened my tools, learn how to build funnels, learn how to design them, learn how some of the back end works, email marketing, and kind of all of the different pieces. Couple different opportunities stumbled upon. Well, I guess that's not true. I reached out to them and said, hey, I'm going to build you a funnel. Okay. So that's actually what happened on a few different ones. So this is a great lesson. Was I actually just gave value, provided value, and helped people, which I love doing all the time. I try to take at least an hour or two a week just to help people. And that's what I did. I ended up building a funnel for somebody and they were like, wow, this is really good. This is way better than what we had. And then that started a conversation. And they said, well, what else do you do? And I said, well, I can run your ads. Boom. I started running some ads. And then long story short, that developed into a partnership. So this is where the partnership piece that I mentioned comes in. And I've done this now 3 times, and I have 3 brands that I'm currently partners in. Wow. All because of that initial, I want to help. I'm going to do this for free. I don't expect anything from you. And because, again, I wanted to just practice. So for me, it was like, I want to have another client. I want to practice. Whether you pay me or not, it doesn't make a difference. And then got that to amazing
to hear this, man. That, you know what? There was somebody who logged off and who didn't hear what you just said. And this is the most valuable part of the conversation. So let me just recap. I want to make sure that I'm clear about what you did. So you reached out to various business owners, which everybody has a personal Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And you said, I did some research on your business, and I would like to build you a sales funnel for free and see if it outperforms what you currently have. Is that right?
Well, it's even one step further. I built it and I sent it to them.
Wow.
So I didn't even reach out to them. I just basically took their business as if it was mine. I built a whole business with ads, with a concept, and then I just sent it to them.
Now, when
And
you say built a whole business, let's break that down, because I don't want that to be any. I don't want anybody to get lost there. When you say a whole business, you built the sales funnel. What, in ClickFunnels?
in ClickFunnels, yeah.
Okay, just got my legendary.
Ooh, nice.
Which we got the. Hold on.
Nice.
See, got that legendary. Now they're gonna owe us. This was only for a small segment. We've done much more than 10 million, but they'll owe us another one or two of those. But that's right from ClickFunnels, so that's one of their cool awards. They just shipped that to us the other day. Nice. That's a legendary marketer win for everybody. But okay, so you built a sales funnel on ClickFunnels, and then you wrote the ads, right? You basically wrote the ads and said, this is the copy I'd use. These are the images and or videos that I'd use.
Yeah. You
wrote the email follow-up sequence.
1 or 2 emails. Yeah. More of like a concept. Yeah. So basically a marketing strategy.
Okay. So, and then that was essentially the assets that you then took to the business owner. Is that right?
And then sent it over.
Okay, so when he says built a whole business, I want you to think about this, guys. That's what he did. He went to ClickFunnels, took the concepts of what was on their website, images, copyright, and then put that into a sales funnel and said, because we all understand sales funnels convert better than websites. Right? That's why we use ClickFunnels, etc. Ads. I mean, how long did it take you to build those assets?
A
day, baby. Come on. Are you guys listening right now? Yeah. How many of us have wasted a day just twiddling our thumbs or scrolling Facebook and said, this is not working for me, right? And there's so many opportunities. This is one of them. So you took those assets. Did you send and have meetings with people that you didn't end up closing into a partnership, or did you close all three? Yeah. So,
I definitely did quite a few projects while kind of going down this journey of wanting to just build funnels. I did a bunch of them. The way I actually started with that concept was on ClickBank. So what I did is I went to ClickBank and I found an offer. And a lot of times those websites are pretty brutal. So I was like, oh man, this sucks. This copy sucks. So then I went in and just created it. I started selling their offer, right? So I actually started promoting it. So I actually ran ads, got some sales, and then I contacted the owner and said, hey, listen, I really like your offer. It's converting, but I think you're losing a lot of money here. And I feel like you could make a lot more money on the back end or the front end. And check this out. And then they said, well, what do you suggest? And I said, well, I already built a funnel for it. So here's the funnel. And then again, that led to a partnership from ClickBank. And I still work with them today.
There's some folks that just ain't picking up what you're putting down, brother. You know what I mean? There's just some people that ain't picking up what you put. I hope y'all are hearing this, man. This man went out and just took some initiative, just took whatever. 6 hours, what's a day to you, bro? I mean, was it a 16 hour? Who cares if it was a 16-hour day, 8 hour, whatever, built some assets, but you learn those skills from in those projects, and that profit came out of you learning the skill in the first place. And this is what I think the point you were making a second ago, and I interrupted you because I wanted to really clarify what you were saying and break it down for people. But you learn in these skills, you were telling people a second ago, you don't know where this is going to take you. Right? You don't.
Absolutely. And it's all about the foundation, and it's all about learning not only how to sell stuff online, and this is kind of where it leads to Legendary. Like once I started consuming your content, the first videos are about mindset, which that's all I always try to, tell people, like, don't get caught up in the weeds of wanting to make money. just really understand what it takes to get up every morning, have an idea, whether it's an idea that's going to make you money or not, and just go execute it. So again, go build funnels, go write copy. You will never be good unless you actually put in the work. And we already know that. And that's probably comes from my sports obsession, where you got to train. I wanted to be a basketball player. And trust me, I spent 10,000 hours. It didn't work out. But all the things I learned from that. So going back to Legendary with it is mindset and then learning all of those different skill sets. Once I saw you guys are using ClickFunnels, I was like, check. Once I saw mindset was a huge part of the program, again, check. And I kind of checked off all these boxes and realized, man, this is what I want to teach people that are beginning, but this is already here.
Yeah.
So,
it frees you up, right, as an affiliate to go and do, I don't think people really realize. I think we here make it look easy, and I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but make it look easy. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've paid, nearly $200 million to affiliates over the last 10 years of my career. I had another company previous to this. And it was a massive success. I had a partner in that business and he had some struggles and I ended up having to leave just because sometimes partnerships don't go as planned, but we understand the sort of back end processes, how to set things up. Our entire website is coded in hard code. It's not set up on ClickFunnels. I mean, we have teams and so forth. Even my programmer has been building affiliate systems and so forth for a long time and doesn't even take on people. I mean, it does big projects. So I think that there's a lot of affiliates that come in and will have a bit of success and then think, well, I'm going to go launch my own program, then don't realize really how much work it takes. And then they say, well, I wish I could really just go back to driving traffic and being sort of a broker or a consultant. Mm-hmm. And I don't, I could still do my affiliate marketing, but I can have the flexibility. And I love what I do as the CEO of this company because I'm comfortable in this role. I know how to do what I'm doing. But the affiliate marketing lifestyle is a great lifestyle. I just don't think people really realize how good it is because you have the flexibility to be able to do whatever you want. You can make as much money as you want. You can travel. You can take time off, etc. So yesterday actually on an interview I said, and I've said this recently quite a bit, you guys who are sitting around, if you launch a couple of offers and you're waiting for the ads to get approved or whatever, and you're like, find yourself scrolling on Facebook, you gave an amazing example today of what you could be doing with your time. I said, hell, go create some ads on Freelancer or respond to some jobs to write email copy or write ad copy and say, I'll do the first job for free. I mean, there's so many ways that you guys could be using these skills to be able to even go to Fiverr. Hey, I'll write an ad for $5. I mean, how many ads can you write in a day? I can write a lot if that's what I'm doing. If I've got affiliate ad campaigns running over here from my offers and I'm writing ads for other people, what's that going to do? I'm getting paid now to become a better copywriter. And then maybe in a few years, you'll be writing multi-million-dollar sales letters or able to write a full sales letter like you're doing to then take it to maybe even sooner than a couple of years, maybe 3 to 6 months if you do it every day, right? There's just so much opportunity, Marcin. I thank you for. I had no idea that you were going to come with this consulting / affiliate marketing reimagine like you did today, because I think you opened up a lot of people's mind. I know you certainly got me excited. What else would you add to put a cap on this conversation this morning?
I would say the big thing right now is, especially if you're starting out, and I really mean this, is forget about the money. Just don't get caught up checking your statistics. The biggest thing you can do right now is really get good at one thing. Just get good at one thing. Get good at building a funnel, get good at doing ads, get good at, launching products, whatever that thing is for you. Start with one thing and then just go out and reach out to people and offer that service to them for free and network with people. And I'm not going to guarantee, but a lot of doors will open for you. That will result in a lot of money. And then while you're doing that, document your journey. That would be the big tip for the TikTokers out there, social media. Don't try to act like an expert if you're not, but be the journeyman. I mean, share your story. Just tell people, hey, listen, I'm doing this funnel thing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but check out what I built. And then somebody's going to see that who's one step behind you and go, oh man, that's killer. Can you do one for me? And now you got a client. And then you nurture that relationship, build it up, hopefully starts making some money. And then now you could be a partner in potentially a big business down the road because you initially started with this value and helping others instead of trying to make that dollar, right? And when it comes to Legendary, it's already taken care for you. So you don't have to worry about trying to make the money because it's already done for you. All you got to do is bring people in to that lander and then you're good. So.
Amazing. I think that people don't realize how many doors can open when they go out there and they just say, I'll do this for free to prove myself. Like, you know how many offers I get for people to do that each month, Marcin? Like none. Isn't that something? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I need people to write email copy for me right now. I need people to write ads for me right now. Like I need these services. And you know what? I'm too busy to go out. And this is another thing that I just hope people hear. Busy, already successful business owners who you probably want to work around are probably looking for those exact things that you're too scared to send an email.
Absolutely.
I am looking for things like this every day. Matt and I, we're overwhelmed. I mean, we can't, overwhelmed in the sense that we can't send enough emails. We can't launch enough ads. Does this make sense? Like I can't launch it. I've got videos. I've got old sales videos that I want to launch new offers on Legendary. And it's just a time thing. Do you understand? It's like, so those of you who are sitting around twiddling your thumbs saying Dave Sharp would never listen to me, or Marcin would never, or Matt Hetzel would never answer my email, or whoever, Ty Lopez or Grant Cardone, whoever would never answer my email. You're right. They won't. Want to know why? Because you're too scared to send it.
That's right.
And because you are spending too much time undervaluing the skills that you are investing your hard-earned time and money into learning. And you know what? I think the transition between consumer to creator, student to teacher, learn, do, teach, or offer your services, the quicker you can, I gave you 3 examples of basically the same thing. It's getting away from that newbie complex and getting into action, taking chances, launching things, right? Like you're doing, reaching out to people, offering services for free. The quicker we can move from that newbie undervaluing and under minimizing ourselves over to, I'm going to take some risk. I'm going to offer some services for free. I'm going to throw some spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. The quicker we make that transition, the quicker we start making money and having success. And the majority of people just stay stuck in an old story in their head, like you did, like I have, and like so many others have, that I'm not ready yet. One more day, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Let me watch another training. Let me go sit on let me go scroll Facebook. Oh, another ad, another webinar, right? Because that's safe.
Yeah.
There was a lady that came in looking for a job from me 2-3 years ago, and she said, she came into the interview and she said, I've got a PhD. Okay. I'm way overqualified for this executive assistant position. Or I'm about to get my PhD. And I looked at her, can't discriminate. Didn't ask her age. And I don't think she told me, but I could tell she was in her 40s ish, maybe 50 almost. And I said, to myself in my head, this woman has done nothing but play it safe in the classroom.
Mm.
And I eventually told her that was the reason why I declined her, was because she's never taken any risk. It's safe in the classroom. And that's one of the things that we don't want to create dependent clients and students here. We want to bring people in, teach them skills, not enough to overwhelm them, but just enough to get them started, and then say, get your ass out of this nest and put them, just like a bird, fall right on your head. And then know that we're not going anywhere. We've got much more that we can teach you, but we want to get you out there. And today your conversation was in direct alignment with our values here, man. So I am so thrilled that I got to talk to you this morning. And if I'll give you the last word, if you want to wrap up and say anything else. Otherwise, I just hope that you'll come back every 3 or 4 months and let us stay updated with your journey.
It'd be so great. So actually, I do have one more thing. So one of the things I've always done from day one is make a goal list whenever I start a new project. So I have a page in my book for Legendary, and I'll read it to you really quick. This was back in August. First thing it says is #BeLegendary. And then I wrote a little blurb on top. It says, this is a business, not another offer. It will change the life of many. That's the first thing I wrote. And then I wrote some goals here. And one of them I get to check off today, actually. So check this out. So I have some earnings goals, which I recently crossed 10,000, the mark. Also for leads, officially crossed 1,000. And then number one here, if you look, it says talk to Dave. So I'm going to check that off the list. And then I got a bunch of other ones. So thank you.
Hey, man, that is great. That is great, dude. You would be great to hang out with. I hope we get to do that sometime soon. But this is the best we got right now, which is virtual, and that's good enough. You gave a lot of value this morning. Thanks so much, brother. And we'll talk to you soon, okay? Be legendary.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. See you, man.
Cheers.
All right, my friends. Hey, what more can you say? All right. Tune in every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, to get more powerful value like what we brought today. I want to thank Marcin for being an amazing guest and sort of spilling the beans, if you will. If you love this, if you got a lot of value, let him know in the comments. I'm sure he'll come back and read. I do too. And let him know. Share this with somebody. There was a lot of value in this too. You can be of value by sharing valuable stuff, not crap, right? Let's stop the sharing crap online for just a couple of months here and try to put out more positivity and inspiration, because Lord knows we're in a place in the world to where we need that, and we need more truth. We need more opportunity. We need to remind people that it's not the end of the world. At least not that I can see. I still see a blue sky and the sun rise this morning. So have a great day. All right. Be legendary. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.